What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, it would be extremely easy, especially this year in 2023, for any studio to point to the actors and writers strike and say, see, that's the reason that said project was delayed. That's of course unless the delays were played out publicly and for other reasons throughout the trades and throughout the year. That's the case for the Fantastic Four, where it's become pretty known at this point, Marvel Studios had a hard time locking down a cast for its team for a myriad of reasons, some of which we'll touch on during this video. However, and as confirmed by multiple sources, the Fantastic Four was set to start filming and literally weeks away on January 15th, meaning if they were going to start rolling film, they were going to have a team locked in place. And that's what led to a lot of industry insiders saying that we would hear a team announcement pretty soon. They had to have one or no filming. Well, apparently now, according to one of our most trusted industry insider sources, it's neither. We're going to break down exactly what they're saying, and I'm going to weigh in with the reasons why, and why I actually think this is a good thing. We're breaking down the latest delay announcements for the Fantastic Four, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner, less than a week away, to coincide with What If finale. Again, all you gotta do is be a sub, leave a comment if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so today's update comes from, of course, none other than Daniel Rickman. He's a trusted industry insider, and you can follow him over on Twitter at RPK News. I know it might feel like here at the channel, we've been covering him exclusively and daily here at the channel for the last 2 weeks. No, he is not the only industry insider, and I promise, sometimes we go weeks focusing on other industry insiders. It's just that he's been shotgunning a ton of information, and as of late. He weighed in today on Twitter to confirm that not only will we not be getting a Fantastic Four casting announcement and anytime soon, in fact, they're not even set to start filming in January. Now, if you're wondering if those January filming dates were just rumors, they weren't. They were actually confirmed by multiple sources and publications in the industry for when that would start filming. Because keep in mind, guys, when they're on set and filming, this involves thousands of people. This is not something they can just easily change on a whim. And last, the production for Fantastic Four was updated on 11/20/2023. We're talking about less than a month ago. It was indicated they would start filming again in London on January 15th. Now, of course, there can be multiple reasons for the delay here, but I'm going to go ahead and read between the lines when one of the trusted industry insider sources says, nope, they're not going to filming, and no, you're not going to hear a Fantastic Four team announcement. Reading between the lines, that's probably because there's no team. And where otherwise this may just be tenuous speculation, again, in a year where all of Hollywood was on strike, as I mentioned during the prologue, there's all those public reports about how Marvel Studios has had trouble locking in the team. First, it was reported that Emma Stone was up for Invisible Woman, but wanted way too much money for her role in something like $20 million a film, and that Marvel Studios didn't want to pay that for the team. Then it was reported names like Adam Driver, Margot Robbie, and the list goes on over the last 6 months of actors that have been tied to this role or have said to had some contact with Marvel Studios or be of interest. Now, with them obviously missing this upcoming January 15th filming and production date, some people are pointing to a quote by Matt Shakman, the director, a couple of months ago with Collider, saying, hey, well, he said they were going to film in spring back then, but you need to take that quote in context of the article because they were still in the middle of the actor strike. If there's any truth to the fact that they've been unable to lock in the team just yet, they're not going to start filming anything until that's done. Now, where I would say normally this is a terrible thing, and only because of Marvel's track record with projects, and way before the strikes, it was nothing but delays, cancellations, and rewrites leading up to the strikes last year. If you remember, for projects like Blade and others, it was not smooth sailing and firing on all cylinders. It was basically one mess after another, one new writer after another, one delay after another. And I would say here we are on the other side of the actors and writers strike, and it's more of the same. We're just getting a delay announcement for the Fantastic Four. But as I mentioned during the prologue, if the team is the reason that they're not going to filming yet, I actually think this is a good thing, because I think Marvel Studios getting this team and casting right is more important than how soon they get the film out. With having delayed all of the films from next year except for Deadpool and Wolverine, they've got plenty of movies they're going to be able to put out in 2025 if they have to delay the Fantastic Four again. In fact, I think it's inevitable some of those films from 2025 get moved because they've been pretty adamant about putting out 3, not 4 movies a year, and with the market saturation as such, with movies like The Marvels performing way below expectations for the box office, they don't have to cram a 4th movie in the Fantastic Four, pun totally intended, into 2025. They can easily just put out the 3 that they've got now in Blade, Thunderbolts, and Captain America Brave New World. But that's only one of the benefits of having them delay that film so that they can get the right actors for the team. I think the overarching benefit is that Marvel Studios has been at a crossroads now with what to do with the Multiverse Saga for majority of this year, and as synchronicity would have it, they actually got a majority of the year off to try to figure that out. Now with Jonathan Majors out as Kang, inevitably, no matter what they do, with a recast, a pivot to Doctor Doom, there are going to be a lot of changes in the directions and details for some of these films, and that's why I think a lot of rewrites, taking the next year off, stuff like reshoots for Brave New World, regardless of the exact reasons, whether it's for the action scenes or not, is going to help them make sure those details are locked in and all the movies connect the way they should. You would hope that the Fantastic Four would have a huge part in that, and if there are major changes now in the landscape with how the Multiverse Saga looks, the more time they can take with the Fantastic Four to rework that script to be integrated properly into wherever the landscape ends up, the more meaning and stakes that the Fantastic Four will have, and I'm hoping that's the real reason there have been some major delays here. Now, if you were one of those people who was super excited about an announcement coming soon, I still think Marvel Studios isn't going to miss the opportunity for PR and press to make an official announcement for this team. If they start filming and before San Diego Comic-Con or D23, I think it's just going to get out there. Proof in point, what just happened with Deadpool and Wolverine, you don't have to be filming outside. There's plenty of drones, there's plenty of paparazzi who are going to snap shots of these actors pulling up to the studios the way they did with Tobey Maguire super early on in December of 2020. That's how we even knew that there was anything going on in the first place. Some of those first looks were literally Tobey Maguire with a mask on, walking from his car to the quote-unquote studio. That being said, I just think there will be an announcement one way or another. I don't think Marvel Studios wants to miss this press moment, and even if there isn't a quote-unquote San Diego Comic-Con or D23 for them to do it at, I could still see them doing one of their pre-recorded things that they've done in history, or maybe even use one of these early cons next year as a place to do it. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, both in your reaction to delays. Do you agree with me? Take as much time as you need to get it right, and ultimately who you want to see on this team in lieu of the fact that we're not getting a casting announcement anytime soon. I am all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel. In fact, we've got 2 in the next couple of weeks. One for What If's finale on the 30th, and then another for Echo's drop on Disney Plus about a week after that. If you want to be entered to win or for any of the future giveaways, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will always be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. You can find me in a couple of places. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me on all platforms, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name Allfires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.